Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. Right before you, if you recognize her, is tennis icon, legend, and superstar, Miss Serena Williams. Now, in this picture and others, Serena is looking a little more light and brighter than usual. So much so that she caused a stir. Now, I want to give you a different take on this because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back just a little farther to see what is behind this particular look and what is behind her particular look. Why is she choosing to opt and go this way? Now, before I go on, remember, this is my opinion. Nothing more than my opinion. So, let's just go on with this right here. You really have to wonder why people did not advise her about these pictures. She uploaded them to her Instagram account, and people were not feeling those pictures, and they let her know, and she deleted them. But as we all know with social media, once you upload something, even if you delete it, you cannot get rid of it. Hence is why we have the pictures. Now, I wanted to bring up something right here. This was a piece that stated Serena Williams allegedly got a botched facelift, shocking new pics. Now, this was May the 6th. What this article is stating that tennis superstar Serena Williams has been lying low in France for the past month or so. And yesterday, MTD News revealed she finally showed her new face. After the reveal, fans immediately began to speculating whether the superstar athlete had plastic surgery because her face looks so much different. Now, with the plastic surgery rumor, I'm going to say yes and no. A facelift? Botched facelift? No. Botox? Yes. Some fillers? Maybe. Number one, I do not believe this is like a facelift. Even though you can get a lower facelift, you can get a higher facelift. I truly believe that what she has done is got Botox. And like a lot of black women who don't really need it, but who are in, let's say, the entertainment area or who are very well-known public figures, superstars, they tend to follow the lead of white women. And they get this unnecessary work done that's not really needed on their face. And this is the result of what I'm seeing right here. It looks to me like she had some Botox done, along with bad lighting, bad makeup. No, just really a bad picture overall. And you really have to wonder, why didn't anyone tell her? Here's Serena and her husband. Now, let me just tell you this much. This is not going to be a hit piece on Serena. As I've stated before, this is just going to be my opinion. So if you are all up in Serena's ass, you probably will take this as being a hit piece. But it's not going to be. We will go back farther in her life to see what culminated in her looking like this and wanting to transform her look away from what she originally was. That being said, let me say this much. This is not a slap against interracial marriages or unions, but I will be honest with you and say this. Her white husband cannot install black pride in a black woman. In this case, Serena Williams. This Serena right here is long gone. And it's so unfortunate because there is absolutely nothing wrong with their hair. This right here is an African goddess. This has taken the place of this, unfortunately. And you really have to wonder, why would she even think that this is beautiful? Why is she associating lighter skin, lighter color hair, different hair texture with something to be proud of or something beautiful? So something has gone on with Serena, which I believe is a identity crisis. And I'm going to point it out to you. But before I point this out to you, many of you are late. She has been doing this. And I'm just surprised that people caught it right here. This has been months in the making with this identity crisis. Look at this face right here. Look at these pics right here. Look at this right here. She's gone lighter. Apparently she's not proud or happy with her darker complexion in pictures. Apparently she's associating blonde hair, lighter colored skin, straighter hair with being beautiful or being appealing or being desirable. And it's not. But when you have a twisted mindset and an identity crisis, then it is. And this is the very fact that we need to be very careful in taking people who are high profile and making them role models. I believe that what we need to do is to keep people in their element. A great tennis player, a great athlete, but leave it there. Her skills belong on the court. Not something that you can take away from the court and really admire. She's been doing this, people. Look at her face right here. Look at the hair there. This is something eternally that is going on. Self-hatred, yes. Lack of self-love, yes. Lack of self-acceptance, yes it is. All of that going on. You have a need to bleach out pictures, wear lighter colored makeup, wear lighter colored hair, put the hair on someone that is not even of your race. There's a whole lot of things that are going on right there that is not good. It does not speak well to her being a black woman of African descent to be looking like this, to be a superstar, to be on a worldwide stage upon millions, seen by millions of black women to be looking like this. Serena obviously prefers hair like this. We're going to speak the truth here. If you're a Serena fan, it may bother you. But as I stated from the very beginning, this is my opinion. She prefers hair like this. Can we deny that? She wouldn't be caught dead with her natural hair, which is 4C, with an afro, something like this, because she does not like this type of hair. It's obvious. If she liked it, then she would rock it. This is not appealing to Serena. She doesn't want anything to do with hair like this, which is ironic. And we're going to touch on that, why it's ironic. But I want to get to you what I believe is a catalyst of this self-identity crisis. And I believe this little baby here, cute little Olympia. Now, I would never talk about a baby, so hold on with that. Don't even go there. This is not going to criticize the baby, but I do want to point out why I believe the baby brought up an identity crisis in her mother, Serena. So let's start from the very beginning. Serena as a little girl, cute as can be, but unfortunately, within the black community, we don't think so. Now, if you're not black, you may not understand this, but black people would know what I'm talking about and what I'm speaking of as being the truth. Serena Williams, as a little girl, probably was not told very often that she was cute, that she was pretty, that she was beautiful. Other than her mother and father, she probably never heard those words from other people. She's very cute here. She's a very cute little girl. Would I like to have a girl like this? Sure. Why not? But she's very cute here. But our mentality as black people, because of white supremacy and racism, we have been taught to hate or dislike this type of look. And this fosters into the mind of a young child. If it's not dealt with properly, it will come out later. And unfortunately, we within the black community tend to give praises to children of these types of unions who look like this. And that's very unfortunate. And maybe this is one of the reasons why Serena chose to have a child who looks like this, who can get all of the attention, the praise, the compliments that she never got as a little girl. Looking like this within the black community, it's not going to happen. Hopefully, we can change, that we can shift our consciousness and our mentality and start seeing this just as beautiful as this. So this is the reason why I say I believe that the baby had something to do with bringing out this deep insecurity in Serena. Because it's a reminder of what she did not look like as a child. By the way, I want to touch on what's ironic. See Olympia's hair? Olympia has 4C hair. And there is nothing wrong with 4C hair. But too many black people do find fault with it. And what's so ironic is this. While Serena may like her light skin, I do not believe that Serena likes her 4C hair. If Serena liked 4C hair, then she would wear 4C hair. She does not wear hair like this. She prefers hair like this. So Serena needs therapy. She needs work. And what has happened is that having a biracial daughter probably brought up all of these insecurities within Serena that happened to her in her childhood. Being called ugly, being called black, being called nappy-headed. And I'm sure that she's gone to sports psychologists, but she probably has not gone to any type of psychologist that can deal with identity crisis issues that is related to physicality, your appearance. She would need a black female therapist for that, I believe, who's very Afrocentric, who's African-centered, who knows about those particular issues. This is Serena as a young teenager, I would say. This is probably one of the last times that we ever seen her with her natural hair. It's almost like she's trying to run away from this. That with her new appearance, she's trying to erase this. This is what made her an icon and a superstar. And there's nothing wrong with this. But she has to believe that. The person who is in this body, they have to believe that there is nothing wrong with this. Ironically, according to Serena and Venus, their parents were very Afrocentric or African-centered, had a very strong black identity. And I believe that. Somewhere down the line, through handlers, through coaches, through friends, somewhere, somehow, both daughters got lost. This is a young Serena. She's gone. And here's Serena, by the way, with the picture of her being darker. You cannot tell me that these pictures of her being lighter are more appealing than this one here. It's not. She actually looks better darker. But does Serena believe that? That is the most important thing. Here's the way in which she prefers to look right now. I would say this much. If she can shift, not that she should, but I want to make a point. There's a difference, I think, if you're going from a kinky afro to this type of a hair, to other types of hair, to other types of hair. It shows that you like variety. But when you continually rock this type of hair, and you have been doing this for years, this picture right here goes back about 15 years ago. It goes to blonde hair again. She's never worn an afro. She's never worn a kinky texture or style. I'm talking about 4C, 3C type of hair. And I want to bring up something else. Maybe this is the reason why she was extra aggressive on blonde tennis players. She had this killer instinct when females were blonde hair. Could it have been that that was a insecurity on her part, that they have naturally what she really desires right now? And what they have naturally, she's having to do it artificially. Doesn't matter if they were her friends or not. But when she played blonde tennis players, she had an extra aggressiveness about her. So here's Serena right here. Shouldn't be criticized. I think that it should be constructive criticism that needs to point to why and what she needs to do. And unfortunately, here's a picture again as to what she prefers to wear right now. There's no way that anyone is going to tell me if you're proud of being black, if you have a strong black identity, that your core is solid, that you are going to walk around for years and years and years rocking this. No, something's going on there. And many times too, she wears wigs while she's actually playing tennis. Who would wear a wig? It just seems to me that it would be very hot, very sweaty, unnecessarily. It would be very uncomfortable while you're playing tennis. Are you really that ashamed of your own hair? It's unfortunate that you have a black female who prefers this in front of a worldwide audience of millions. I mean, what is she teaching her daughter? You really have to look at that. She's teaching her daughter that she does not like hair like she has. And probably within a couple of years, I bet she can't wait to straighten Olympia's hair. So this Serena felt that it was appropriate to post this picture online on social media in front of millions of people. And have millions have told her, you look beautiful, you look great, you look wonderful. She would have kept it up. But why? Why, Serena? This right here of all looks. It looks terrible. It really does. The makeup, the lighting, the wig, everything, it just does not work. This proves right here that lighter does not associate with being beautiful or does not make you better. Once again, you can be dark and still be beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And here's Serena Williams during a different time, a different era, where she was absolutely stunning. A beautiful woman right here, a beautiful black woman. And I'm going to end this with my favorite picture of Serena right here, in all of her black glory. This picture right here is an African goddess. She is absolutely beautiful here. There is nothing wrong with her here. Absolutely nothing wrong. Minus the wig, okay, but It's not blonde. It's not straight. But you really have to wonder what happened to her. What happened to the point where she thinks that she has to lighten her skin, lighten pictures, wear blonde wigs on, straight hair that's not even her hair, to look even presentable? You really have to wonder, does she even like herself like this anymore? But I believe we answered that question. Action speaks louder than words. And that's so unfortunate. But let me just tell you one thing. It's never too late. It's never too late to correct a wrong. It's never too late to get the proper help that one needs. And I want to speak on that for a minute. Because of her being a superstar icon, a tennis player, a legend, sometimes people like that think that they have it all together. And all these yes people around them tell them that they have it all together, that they don't need help. And this is the reason why people who probably seen those pictures of her, those light bright pictures of her, didn't even tell her that maybe you should think about posting those because they don't look good. Superstar or not, sometimes you have to self-evaluate yourself and don't be so arrogant and come to the conclusion that maybe are there some deep internal issues that I do need help with, and that's okay. Because to some extent, I believe that we all need a little help. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. And I will see you all beyond and through.